We've been talking about Donald Trump having a bad week so far, even though it's only Tuesday. But Tim Canova seems to be having a very good week. He is the opponent of Debbie Wasserman Schultz in Florida's 23rd Congressional District. Polling looks good for him. He's within striking distance, as he puts it, 8 points in a recent poll from the 12-year long-entrenched incumbent and the now former Democratic National Committee. It is the fact that she is the former Democratic National Committee head, in fact, that's made fundraising so successful for him, in addition to getting the endorsement of Bernie Sanders and a lot of individual contributors. In fact, Tim Canova, thanks for joining us today. I'd like to ask, you've made national news, of course, because you have a very high-profile opponent here in the 23rd District of Florida. But I'd like to get to know a little bit about what are some of the issues that you're running on that are important on a local and state level, specifically, of course, to the 23rd District.
Thank you, Billy. I really appreciate that question. I jumped into the race out of my concern about the job market, and in particularly for what it's been like for students of mine. I'm a law professor at Nova Southeastern University, and I just see, not just at Nova, but all over South Florida, students are graduating deeply in debt and paying high interest rates on their loans, and they don't have a lot of good job prospects. And in fact, there are studies that have come out that show that for this millennial generation, 18 to 34-year-olds are more likely to be living at home with their parents than starting families of their own and living on their own. So the jobs market is certainly one part of it in the economy, but certainly it goes beyond that. We've been concerned about Wasserman Schultz's support for predatory payday lenders. I think that's an industry that needs strict regulation, including caps on interest rates, and her support for big sugar companies that have been contributing to the pollution running from Lake Okeechobee into Florida's waterways, that blue-green algae tide that's killing everything in the way, including manatees and fish, and threatening the quality of our drinking water. It's actually threatening the aquifer right here in the Everglades and Florida Bay.
Professor, I'll be moderating tomorrow the U.S. Congressional District's 23 candidate forum being put on by the South Florida Labor Council for Latin American Advancement. I know that everyone, both of the Republican candidates, one of the two independent candidates will be showing up, have RSVP'd affirmatively. Debbie Wasserman Schultz has yet to RSVP one way or another. I know that Manny contacted the Congresswoman's office about being on this program this week and has also yet to hear back. What is with the ¿Dónde está Representative Debbie Wasserman Schultz here?
She certainly seems to be hiding from her constituents. She doesn't seem to be able to handle any kind of unscripted moment in front of her constituents. She's probably afraid of questions about her record, and she's not able to answer the question about if and when she'll ever debate me. It's really a very pathetic picture of somebody who does not seem to have much respect for democracy or for her own constituents. And I think the WikiLeaks emails that were disclosed suggested the same.
And speaking of those emails, you've said that you intend to file a complaint with the FEC, the Federal Election Commission, against the DNC, based in part by those 19,000 emails that WikiLeaks dumped in the last 2 weeks. Tell us a little bit about that. Has that happened yet? Are you still planning on doing that? And if so, why?
We have our lawyers looking into it and drafting a complaint and researching the emails themselves. There were 19,000 emails, so there's a lot to go through. And my name appears dozens and dozens of times. The complaint would not be against the DNC. It would be against Debbie Wasserman Schultz and her campaign for using party resources to monitor and try to crush my campaign. That's a violation of federal law, and that's where the complaint will be coming from. So we haven't filed it yet. We're still preparing the complaint.
You can find Tim Canova on Twitter at Tim_Canova, Canova. And you can also find him tomorrow at Florida Technical College, where I'll be moderating I guess it should be a debate, but they call them candidate forums now. I guess that's a PC term put on by the South Florida Labor Council for Latin American Advancement. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I hope we see Debbie Wasserman Schultz tomorrow. It'll be nice to talk to all of you.